Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today I just have a simple eyes, cheeks, and lips tutorial on this look here, and it is replicating very closely the looks that I was wearing in the Sephora haul update video, the KVD Good Apple foundation review video, and my hair tutorial. I was using the Sephora Eye Bloom palette for all three of those looks. I just changed out slight little things along the way, which I'll explain today. But I had several requests for a tutorial using this palette, so this video is just a huge compilation of a lot of requests. Now, what I love about this look is I feel like it's very simple to recreate, but it's also really simple to change up with maybe a colored liner or a different shimmer shade on the lid. So very versatile, and it can go from date night out to a super casual day like what I'm having today. I'm in t-shirt and shorts. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you're new here, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. For my eyeshadow primer today, I am using the Thrive Cosmetics Eye Lift 360 Waterproof Primer. I've had this for a while, just recently pulled it out. I'm getting down kind of to the bottom, but with it being summertime and now having access to a pool, I am testing out the waterproof claims on this primer, and I have to say, I feel like it actually works quite well. Now going into the I Love Bloom palette, this is the Peony shade selection, and I'm going to start off with this cream matte shade using the Sigma E50. Just going to put this right under the brow. As always, I like to do this as the first step because I think it makes blending into the crease a lot easier. Next, I'm going to take the BK Beauty 201 and go into the pink matte shade in this palette. And I'm just placing that right into the crease and above it, blending up towards the brow bone highlight shade we just put down. And I really feel like these shades, even though they are lighter, they still come off with quite a bit of color on the eyes. And then I'll go down to the slightly smaller brush. This is the BK Beauty 206, and staying with that same shade, going to build up that crease color just a little bit more on the outer corner here. So I feel like with just that one pink shade, you can get quite a lot of dimension just all on its own. So, all right, now I'm gonna go in with the shimmer shade in the palette, and this is kind of a white gold shimmer shade, but it's a pretty smooth shade. There's tiny little bits of shimmer in there, but I don't feel like it's real chunky. So I'm just gonna place that all across from the inner corner, but I am staying below the crease there. And I'm going about 2/3 of the way across. I'm gonna leave that outer corner with that matte pink shade. Now from here, you could definitely leave it as is, but I wanna kind of replicate what I did in those other two videos. And I went in with the Kaja shimmer shades. This is the Orange Blossom stack. So if you're not familiar with these, there are 3 different eyeshadow colors with a little mirror on top. I just love these things. They come in multiple shade options. Some have mattes in them, some shimmers. This is a full shimmer stack. And these top 2 shades, you can see they have kind of more peachy tones and kind of some orangey corally gold. So I'm going to start with that middle shade, and all I did was just took a little bit of this on my finger just to kind of add a little bit of pinky peach on the lid there and a little extra kind of shimmer and glitter. So you don't have to do this step at all, but I just want to show you how you can just take the Peony palette and kind of just with 1 or 2 other shades, just kind of really make it a unique color combination just by tapping on a little bit of a different shade. Then I'll go back to the Peony palette and with my finger go back in with that kind of white shimmery shade and just kind of brush that from the inner corner. We'll touch up the inner corner one more time, but you can see I just wanted to make sure I don't lose that brightness on the inner part of the eye. Now let's go in with some eyeliner. I'm not sure which one I used in that video, but I'm gonna use the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen. This is the shade Black Cocoa. And I'm just going to stay pretty close to the lash line here, starting about halfway across. But I am going to kind of pull it a little bit straighter as I get to the corner. My eyes turn down at the outer corner, so I don't like to line them following exactly the lash line direction there. And then I'll run just a tiny little bit of that here along the lower lash line. Now in the Sephora haul update video, I did use a turquoise liner on the lower lash line, so you could definitely do that. But today I'm going to keep it a little bit closer to what I did in my hair tutorial. So I'm just going to use this dark brown under here as a base and then go in with my M432 from Morphe. And I'll just let's use a little bit of this kind of shimmery brown shade. And I'm just gonna use that to kind of soften that line. And then I'll use a little bit of the pink shade as well. And one final step, I'm going to take the M432 and go into this shade right here, this matte kind of cocoa brown shade. And I'm just going to use this kind of from the point where we stopped with the liner going towards the inner corner. This just adds a little extra depth here at the lash line on the inner corner and kind of helps when I'm applying my mascara to disguise, you know, any little extra mistakes that I make there with the mascara on that inner part of the eye. I'm just going to clean up under the eye with a little bit of almond oil. And for the most part, I feel like these shadows do not have a lot of fallout. They are soft, but they're not powdery. So I think that's a nice little bonus. I just curled my lashes and now I'm using a different mascara duo than I've used before. I'm just testing these out. So this is Luna Magic Vava Pink Lash Primer. This came in a BoxyCharm box. And then the new Lorac Holy Lash Mascara. I got this for free from Ulta. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply these two. I love that this primer is pink. You know how much I love my pink. Now for the mascara, this wand is enormous. I mean, look at how big that is. And what I found is there tends to be a ton of extra products. So we're just gonna see how much mascara we can end up on our actual lashes instead of around the eye. So I am planning a full review on this mascara, but for now, I'll just apply it here. And then we'll move on to cheeks and lips. Now I'm going to go back to the palette to that bright shimmer shade and just touch up the inner corner highlight there. I like to start off applying it first with my finger. It's going to give me the most amount of pigment initially, and then I go in with my E30 from Sigma and just blend that onto the lid and into the inner corner. Now for blush, I forgot I had used a cream blush in those videos. And so I already powdered, but we're gonna try this anyway. So this is the Rare Beauty Melting Blush Pot, and this is the shade Nearly Apricot. using the Luxe 522 brush, and I feel like this brush makes cream blush go on just super flawlessly, and it doesn't pick up makeup underneath. So yeah, that's going on just fine over the top of powder, but I would definitely recommend do this step before you powder so you don't run into any issues, but this is working out just fine. Then I'm gonna just take my powder puff and powder over the top of that. And I did already go in and apply a little bit of contour from the Wayne Goss contour palette. This is the medium combo. So I went in with this one already and added some dimension. So now I'm just gonna add a little bit of the bronzer shade here, just to kind of help blend that contour shade into our cheek color. And then the other product I used in that video is the Bare Minerals Bronzer in Kiss of Pink. I'm using the E4 brush from Morphe, and I'm just going real lightly more on the tops of the cheeks, going in a little bit further than I went with that blush. And I'll brush it kind of across the bridge of the nose, a little bit here on the forehead. So you can see, even though this looks super pale, it still shows up, and I actually have even more color in my skin today, I think, than I had in that video. It still shows up really well. For highlight, I'm just gonna go back to our palette and use, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting brush. You can use just any smaller brush that you have. I like to do this, just kind of saves the number of products that we're using, right? And I think it also helps tie in that inner corner highlight as well. Around the edge of my lips, I'm going to use the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Now for my lip combination, I'm going to do the combination that I was wearing in the KVD review and the Sephora haul update. That starts off with the Smashbox Be Legendary Lip Liner in medium brown. And then for lipstick, I'm using the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick in the shade 21P Sava. And this is just a really beautiful pinky nude shade. That formula is so nice and creamy and smooth, has a nice subtle vanilla scent. And then to top it off, I'm going to add a little bit of the Wayne Goss gloss in Hibiscus. All right, so I fixed my hair, added some jewelry, and now here is our finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this little mini tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.